Well, there you see it. You're watching India Today with me, Nabila Jamal. In fact, a car that had 20 gelatin sticks was found near Mukesh Ambani's house in Mumbai. It's now triggered a big security scare there. What's really added to this mystery here is a note that was left behind by the suspects, who said that this was just a trailer for Mukesh Bhaiya and Neeta Bhabhi. Security has now been beefed up at Antilia, the residence of Mukesh Ambani. Investigation is currently underway.
Is there a threat to India's richest man? Is someone looking to scare him at his home? If not, then what explains this suspicious SUV, a load of dangerous explosives and a threatening handwritten letter found outside the billionaire's Mumbai home? The disturbing threat on wheels unfolding in the shadow of Antilla, the towering residence of India's wealthiest family. But let's first trace back for you how it began. It started at 1 a.m. on Thursday, when this vehicle was detected suspiciously positioned not far from the Ambani home. India Today also has footage of the man inside the vehicle, but he remains unidentified at this time. Two vehicles can be seen in the footage, a Scorpio and an Innova. The driver parks the Scorpio and leaves in the Innova. Who is this man in these images? Heavy security and dog squads were rushed to the spot. An unusual scene in a locality otherwise posh and protected.
We are present outside the Antilia, and here you can see how Mumbai police officials are present for security. Also, the whole road leading to the bungalow is completely sealed, and also there is heavy presence of Mumbai police officials.
Let's get you closer now to the suspicious vehicle in question, where on Thursday, the bomb squad carefully opened it and exposed the scary contents. A Mahindra Scorpio. Inside it, a package with 20 gelatin sticks. Explosives that need a detonator to work, but disturbing nonetheless. But perhaps most damningly, a letter recovered from inside the car, placed in a Mumbai Indians bag. A letter with a scary script of threat. Addressed to Neeta Bhabhi and Mukesh Bhaiya, the letter says this is just a trailer of... But who could this letter be from? And why this threat to Mukesh Ambani and his family? Disturbingly, the Mumbai police has said they have found number plates inside the SUV matching number plates used in Mukesh Ambani's security vehicles. A dangerous indicator that the Scorpio may have intended to attempt entry into the Antilla compound.
कोई तो एक्सप्लोसिव मिला है उसमें, लेकिन वो क्राइम ब्रांच इन्वेस्टिगेट कर रहे हैं, हम लोग के पास नहीं, हम लोग का नहीं वो प्रोसेस देख रहे हैं।
मुकेश अंबानी के घर के कुछ दूरी पे एक स्कॉर्पियो वैन मिली है। उस स्कॉर्पियो वैन में कुछ जिलेटिन पाया गया है। इसकी पूरी जांच मुंबई क्राइम ब्रांच कर रहा है। जो भी असलियत है जल्द से जल्द सामने आएगी।
Reliance Industries, reacting to the threat, has said that they have confidence that the Mumbai police will carry out a thorough probe quickly. As the investigation continues, and while it is too early for conclusions of any kind, Mukesh Ambani's name has echoed in the political landscape recently. First at the farmers' agitation, and then by Congress leader Rahul Gandhi to attack the Modi government. But the biggest question now remains the details of the investigation. Who brought the SUV? Who is this man in the driver's seat? Who wrote the letter? What is this entire threat really all about?
The Mumbai police investigating threat to industrialist Mukesh Ambani have learned that the green Scorpio in which gelatin sticks and the letter was found was stolen from Vikhroli on February 17th. A case was registered by the car owner on February 18th. While the accused involved tried to remove the chassis number of the vehicle, it was somehow retrieved by police officials. Mumbai police has formed over 10 teams to investigate this case. With camera person Samir Shanbag, this is Divyesh Singh in Mumbai for India Today.
Right, indeed, quite a worrisome experience for the Ambanis. Let's quickly cut across to our reporters joining us live from Mumbai. Vidya joining us, Divyesh Singh as well, to give us a perspective here. Divyesh, I'd like to start with you. Here's a bone-chilling experience undoubtedly for the Ambanis, considering a car laden with explosives right outside their house with a terse letter of threat addressed to the Ambanis, calling Neeta Bhabhi and Mukesh Bhaiya, very sweetly written, a threat. Sugar-coated. What exactly is the investigation? Does the investigation reveal here? We understand that the police also held a press conference revealing some details behind this threat and this car filled with explosives. Take us through it.
Nabila, the threat letter that has been found, it is a printed copy. It is not a handwritten copy, and that is why the police officials who are investigating this case feel that the culprit or the accused involved behind this case are very smart, but they are trying to mislead investigators as they've used English language in this letter, in this threat letter, and have also made several spelling mistakes. They, at one point they say that this is just ये सिर्फ एक झलक है, आगे हम इसको connect भी कर सकते हैं. That means that the gelatin sticks which were found on the seat of the SUV, which was parked barely 400 to 500 meters from Antilia, they could also, they threatened that they could also connect it to a detonator and a timer and create an ID out of it. There was no detonator or an ID or a timer found inside the vehicle. There were just gelatin sticks which could not have exploded without a detonator.
Absolutely, but one can only imagine the kind of impact these gelatin sticks would have.
Family.
The impact would be large, and it's no joke. It's not something that can be taken lightly. It's certainly an act of crime. Now, who has done this? Whose car it is exactly? If you can take us through the details while the police have tracked back to try and find this person who's trying to threaten the Ambani family. Any word on who it is?
Nabila, it's a spare parts businessman from Thane, a satellite city close to Mumbai. He had driven to he was driving towards Mumbai on 17th of February when the car started giving him some problems. The steering was stuck, and that is why he parked it on the Mulund-Airoli link road, where he left the car. On 18th, when he came back to fetch the car, he saw that the car was missing. He approached the Vikhroli police station, filed a police complaint, which has been accessed by the Mumbai crime branch as well. His statement, the car owner's statement, was recorded last night itself. The chassis number was retrieved, which the culprits, which the accused had tried to remove it from the chassis. They tried to rig it, but somehow it was retrieved by the Mumbai crime branch officials, and that is how the owner was traced. And when the owner was traced, it was learned that he's already filed a police complaint at the Vikhroli police station in Mumbai on 18th of February.
So
between
search
18th
for
of
the
February
culprit is
and
still on.
25th of February.
Absolutely. This is carried out in between that gap. Let me cut across to Vidya. Vidya, it appears very clearly that this seems like a premeditated or a staged threat. If you could really look at it, starting from stealing a car, laying the car with explosives, keeping it right there in front of Antilia, Mukesh Ambani's residence, writing a letter which is printed, not handwritten, placing it inside, waiting overnight for them to actually abandon that car because Mukesh Ambani himself has enough security that he has by his side, waiting for his security personnel to actually skip a watch, and then running away from there, leaving that car with a letter and even number plates there in that car, really suggests a lot. This is premeditated, it appears.
It certainly is, Nabila. In fact, it is pre-planned to an extent where the person who has been doing it, who has actually done it, had planned this entire sequence of events for the last many number of weeks or months, even you can say that. But right now what the Mumbai police is trying to do is try to locate the entire Scorpio person. The person, remember, has appeared in the CCTV cameras, but because he's wearing a hoodie and has a mask on, it's difficult to recognize the person. The person sat in the, after parking the entire Scorpio vehicle there, he sat in the Innova car. That Innova car was traced from all the CCTV cameras. It was traced to have crossed Mumbai and went outside towards Thane, where the entire trail has gone weak. So it is now for the Mumbai police to really find out exactly as to whose vehicle that Innova car was. And remember that Innova car had joined the Scorpio vehicle in the middle of the night when this entire car was going to get itself parked outside Antilia. So certainly there was a pre-planning. There were two cars which were brought in. The first car where the detonators were kept was parked there, and immediately after that the person sat in the other car and left in that other vehicle. Now where did that vehicle go? Who was in that vehicle driving the other who was the driver of the other vehicle. All these things have to be really looked into, which is the reason why Thane is one of the regions why right now everyone's really concentrating on, because the trail really goes cold there, because the CCTV cameras in Thane have not really been able to...
Vidya, if you can take us through what have the Ambanis really said, how have they reacted to it, any word from them?
Well, as of now, they have really thanked Mumbai police for really, investigating this so far, so good. They have really thanked the Mumbai police for the entire investigation that is going on. They themselves have told the Mumbai police as to how they really did not receive any kind of a threat, whether digitally or other ways, telephonically. They have not received any threat, which is the reason why Mumbai police is, still trying to understand this entire mind-boggling case as to who could be really behind it.
Absolutely.
But it certainly is something that is being investigated at top priority. And as Divyesh was saying, that many teams have been formed, and all of them are looking into different aspects of this entire case.
Vidya, do stay with us. We do know that this has been thoroughly planned to an extent where it seems like the accused here has waited until the security personnel of Mukesh Ambani turns the other way for them to actually leave the car and run away. The car was also parked right in front of Mukesh Ambani's residence, but not exactly in front, a little ahead, because they had no opportunity to park it right front because of Mukesh's thick, tight security. Chaiti Nurula, my colleague here, will explain to you exactly where that car was found and how close it was to Ambani's residence there, Antilia.
If you see the screen, this is Antilla. This is the top of Antilla, and that's the view we are getting you at the moment. This is where the main Pedder Road is. This is a very, very busy road, but this part is the Altmount Road, Carmichael Road area. And if you have to enter Antilla, you got to enter from here. Right opposite Antilla is, slightly diagonally opposite is Lodha as well. Lodha Altmount, very popular structure right there. Now, this is a small bylane inside Altmount Road for those of you who are familiar. So, up here on Carmichael Road, 650 meters, right where Shikhar Kunj is, Shikhar Kunj and Arcade Heights is, that is exactly where the car was found. So, about 600 to 650 thereabout meters right away from the entrance of Antilla. Pedder Road is this side, Carmichael Road is this side, and this is where inwards, those small little lanes inside that you know of Altmount Road, that is where the car was parked. But this road straight goes right here to Antilla, and this is actually where the Antilla's real entrance is. What you see on Pedder Road, you can't enter Antilla from there, you can enter it from here, and that's exactly where this particular car was found.
Now, the accused persons here involved in this threat issued to industrialist Mukesh Ambani by planting gelatin sticks in the Scorpio couldn't really find an actual spot to park the vehicle outside Antilla, Ambani's residence. They wanted to abandon the car right in front. They couldn't. It's suspected that the accused has almost conducted a recce on several occasions around that area and then finally decided on one certain spot about 400 meters away from the residence, the Antilla residence on Carmichael Road, Mumbai. Now, why did the accused really find a closer spot? Here are the details to what happened.
One of the world's richest families, a few gelatin rods, a threatening letter, and an abandoned SUV. The Mumbai police are now trying to piece together the evidence to hunt down who's responsible for sending the entire security establishment of Mumbai into a tizzy. Police sources say that despite month-long reconnaissance during which the suspect kept a tab on the movement of the Ambanis, they failed to breach the outer ring of the 27-story Antilla, where India's richest family resides. Mukesh Ambani and his family enjoy Z+ security. 58 CRPF commandos are deployed round the clock for Ambani's security. The CRPF commando force consists of armed guards, close proximity guards, drivers, personal security officers, and a frisking team. They work in 2 shifts and are supervised by an inspector-level officer. In addition to this top-notch security, the Ambanis also have a crew of unarmed personal security guards who are trained by an Israeli security firm. This crew of 15 to 20 guards works in 2 shifts and includes retired personnel from the Indian Armed Forces and the National Security Guard. Ambani himself moves in his bulletproof BMW, while the crew of his security detail move in Range Rovers. Ambani's residence Antilia is protected round the clock by Mumbai police personnel. In the wake of Thursday's scare, the CRPF and Mumbai police have done a review of the security. With Divyesh Singh in Mumbai, Bureau Report, India.
Well, this certainly leaves us absolutely shocked. A quick question, Vidya, if you can really try and establish, or as per police's reports, what does the police believe? What exactly is the motive behind this? This person leaving a car laden with explosives, writing a letter of threat. Any intention, any particular motive that the police could have identified here?
Well, there could be any motive, whether it was a joke, it was just trying to pull a fast one on the Ambanis, trying to establish themselves as, way smarter than Mumbai police. Any of it could be the reason, but Mumbai police really wouldn't come to a conclusion right now on this front, for the sheer fact that they first need to lay their hands on the culprits. They need to find out who those people are who are behind this entire one, because the entire police machinery is right now working towards trying to find out who these people are and why did they do this. So one of the reasons for that is they have contacted the people who made those entire gelatin sticks. They have also spoken to the car makers, apart the car owners. So certainly all these aspects, every bit of it is being looked into, so that at the earliest the entire investigating agency can arrive as to find out who these people are. But yes, as you said, that the motive behind this is extremely important to know, and that is something that Mumbai police will certainly find out.
And it seems like they're on fast track. The Mumbai police is doing their job. In fact, the Ambanis have also thanked the police for fast, quick action. They've traced back on the car owner. They're now trying to trace the actual accused, who apparently seem to have stolen that car and then planned this entire sequence. Now, what was the reason for it? The police now cracking down on this case. Thank you very much, Vidya. Thank you, Divyesh, for joining us. 20 gelatin sticks found outside Mukesh Ambani's residence in Mumbai was enough to blow up a car. Experts say that these sticks are usually used by Naxalites to blast anti-landmine vehicles of the police. Here's more on how exactly devastating 20 sticks of gelatin can really be.
Gelatin sticks, one of the most easily available explosive used in quarrying. 20 of these were found in an SUV outside Mukesh Ambani's residence in Mumbai on Thursday, triggering a massive security scare. Around 2.5 kilograms of gelatin was found inside the car, enough to blow the whole vehicle into shreds and even bring down an entire building.
The 20 sticks which were found near the Ambani's house, if it would have been exploded, then definitely it could have caused a severe casualty, and the building structure would have highly damaged, especially the glass, because lots of glass is being used in the buildings. So not only the main building, targeted building, but the nearby buildings and the vehicle would have been highly impacted.
The Mumbai police have confirmed that only gelatin sticks were found inside the car and not an assembled explosive device. But what else would be needed to make a proper explosive?
If it was implemented to target the convoy, then definitely if there are 3 lanes, then easily all the vehicles in the 3 lanes could have been severely damaged in case it was detonated.
Now, the challenge for the Mumbai police is to trace the buyer of the gelatin sticks, which won't be easy. According to sources, the manufacturer has informed the Mumbai police it's difficult to zero in on the buyer, as the recovered gelatin boxes were sold in loose.
If it was in a commercial packing, means the packing of a 25 gelatin stick, then it could have been easily traced through the PESO website and the police records. But as we have found it in a 20 quantity, so it's really difficult because there is no marking or barcode.
Experts believe the amount in which gelatins were found in the yesterday's incident could have led to a big explosion. At this point of time, the police is trying to trace where was these explosives bought from and what was the plan to use it. With camera person Vijay Desai, Mustafa Sheikh in Mumbai for India Today.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.